Good evening, Eka Marcel. You're welcome to Health Watch on Media Free Radio 89.6 in Boya.
Thank you, Madam Lena. Good evening.
Good evening again. World Leprosy Day is celebrated every last Sunday in the month of January. What is leprosy?
Yeah, leprosy is a skin disease, a contagious skin disease, which affects mostly the skin and then complicates to the nerves. And it is caused by a bacteria called Mycobacterium leprae, which is generally common in our environment. And at a certain time, it was already known that this condition was no more of any public health major problem, but recently it's coming up again.
Okay, and you are the Regional Chief of Unit for Neglected Tropical Diseases at the Southwest Regional Delegation of Public Health. I want to find out from you the situation of leprosy in the Southwest region.
Yes, leprosy, which is equally one of the neglected tropical diseases, as you say, it's of a serious public health problem to the Southwest, because Southwest up till now still remains amongst the 5 health regions that are still most endemic for leprosy. Why do I bring this clarification? Because you read in some literature, Cameroon is known to have eliminated leprosy since the year 2000 nationwide. But this objective of getting the reducing the prevalence of the disease to less than 1 case per 10,000 inhabitants is still far to reach for our region and some few other regions. That is why the Southwest is still highly endemic for leprosy. And as of today, 2017, we have 45 cases left in the registers that are still followed up.
So with all the sensitization, with all the treatments, there are still new cases?
Generally, change is something that takes time. And though we are saying leprosy, the prevalence at nationwide is less than 1 case per 10,000, it is just to show us that we are not expected to have the disease to be a problem, a public health problem to the society. Not that will actually remove the germ from the nature, because actually this is a germ that also is like any other living organism in nature that we cannot boast of eradicating or eliminating in the world. But however, we are intending to take the disease to a level that will be controllable and no more of any major public health problem to the society.
Okay, we are talking about leprosy. Can we know some of the signs and symptoms of the disease?
Yes, the disease generally presents with skin discoloration or skin patches. Generally, these patches are always fairer in complexion compared to the surrounding normal skin. And a major characteristic to it is also loss of sensation. These skin patches usually do not feel again very much because the nerves, the peripheral nerves on them, have been tampered with. So those are the 2 cardinal signs and symptoms for leprosy. It is true, in the old, we still expect to get leprosy patients with fingers that are deformed or cut off, but those are complications of the disease.
Okay, so what can be done for the disease to be diagnosed early?
For the condition to be diagnosed early enough, we are calling on the population first to consider any abnormality, any health problem to be major. Okay. Because at times people will see patches developing on their bodies and they will not take it serious. So we want to say when there is any change on your body, in your skin coloration, we are calling on everyone to go towards any health facility where a proper diagnosis will be posed to be actually confirmed as leprosy or as any other skin problem.
Can we say leprosy is transmissible?
Yes, that is why we say it is contagious. It can move from one person to the other, and it's an airborne disease. Yeah.
So how can we do for it not to transfer from one person to another?
Yes, the only solution for it not to be transmitted from one person to the other is to diagnose all those who are infected and treat them properly.
So how many treatment centers do we have in the Southwest region?
In the Southwest region, I think all the health areas have one or several treatment centers, because leprosy is not confined like the other diseases where you can say you have a specialized center for it. All the health facilities are supposed to be treating for leprosy.
Yeah, persons living with leprosy, I want to believe, like you said, it is airborne. It can be transmitted skin to skin. How are they being treated? Are they kept somewhere for special treatment?
Yeah, as of the old, they used to quarantine them. We used to keep them in a confined environment. That is why we have some major hospitals that are up to today still carry that tag on them. When you call them, people think only of leprosy. But nowadays, with the modern treatment put in place, there is no need any longer to confine patients. The issue here is just to diagnose them, place them on treatment, and more often educate them properly to respect their treatment. Once someone starts his or her treatment, the contamination rate of this person starts dropping significantly.
Okay, and talking about treatment for leprosy, hope it's affordable.
Yes, for treatment for leprosy, I want to say leprosy is treated free of charge. Okay. Yes, it's being treated by a combination of 3 different drugs, and all of this is being provided free of charge in all the health facilities of our region.
Health officials say some strategies have been adopted and should be practiced at all health facilities in the Southwest region. The strategies include advocacy and sensitization in favor of leprosy, early diagnosis of cases, proper case management at health facility levels, epidemiological surveillance, and timely reporting. It is in this light sought to know from some people their knowledge and understanding of the disease leprosy.
I've heard about leprosy. It's an old disease from yesteryears in the Bible, but I've never seen it, I've never experienced it. I don't even know how it comes about. I just know that it's from cockroach.
I've heard about leprosy before, but I've never actually seen it. But I know that it's a disease, a skinny disease, which is caused by something like a bite from a cockroach.
Yes, I do. I knew leprosy when I was growing in my village in Guti. One person had it, and parents used to tell us that that is a leprosy patient. And Manyamen Hospital, it has a section they call the Hensiniasis. We were made to know as children that that was a place that they kept for leprosy patients. As we were growing, it was a very big camp. Everyone who had it, they had to send him the camp. But later, as we were growing, we heard that the camp had been closed down. We just knew that leprosy has ceased. But now, I was just hearing it over the radio that it is making its headway again on people. It chops part of your skin, and when you hold something, you not even know that you are holding something. Even if fire is burning you, you will not know that fire is burning you. Then it leaves marks on your body. So that is what I know is about leprosy.
Yes, I've only heard about leprosy in the Bible, so I've never seen reality. So I don't know how the thing look like.
Leprosy is sick. I don't hear about. I never see leprosy patient.
Actually, I don't know much, but from what I've been seeing, maybe in the Bible or hearing from people, leprosy is a kind of disease that attacks the skin, and when you're healed of it, it's not an assurance that it will not come back. It really takes time for you to get healed of the disease. So when it attacks you, like you know, it gives a lot of pains, and you know that there's scales on your body and so on. It really shows that it's leprosy. There's no way that you see it and you try to think there's another disease. So that, I think that's all I know about it.
I've heard about leprosy. You know, it's a disease that affects human cartilage systems, whereby it eats or chops the fingers of individuals. It's a very deadly disease because, as for now, the only thing I know really about leprosy is that we have just one leprosy center here in Southwest, as in Miami, where they treat all these leprosy patients. We used to go there and see them. Whenever I go to work at Miami, I always see them.